Hey, welcome! So, have you ever felt like the world of AI is this high-speed train just blasting past and you're kind of stuck on the platform? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Today, we are going to demystify all of it. We're going to give you a simple, really powerful roadmap so you can go from just watching to actually participating.
I mean, does any of this sound familiar? It's changing too fast. I'm not technical. I can't keep up. If you've ever thought this, I just want you to know you are so not alone. That feeling of being totally overwhelmed, it's the #1 thing that stops people from even starting. But you know what? We're going to tear that barrier down right here, right now.
Okay, let's just get this out of the way right now. You are not behind. Seriously. Yeah, it feels like there's a new AI model dropping every single week, but here's the secret. The fundamentals, they're actually super stable. The core skills you really need don't change. And the best part? Everything, and I mean everything we're talking about today requires zero, none, zilch coding.
All right, first things first. Before you can explore a new city, you need a map, right? So let's build one for the AI universe, a really simple one that cuts through all that confusing jargon and just shows us how all the pieces fit together. So let's start at the very top with artificial intelligence, or AI. Just think of this as the giant umbrella that covers everything we're about to talk about. It's the whole big field, the entire concept of trying to make computers simulate human smarts, learning, problem solving, all that good stuff.
Okay, so if AI is the giant umbrella, then right underneath it, you've got machine learning, or ML. This is one of the main ways we actually do AI. Instead of programming a computer with a million rules, we just feed it a mountain of data and let it figure out the patterns on its own. It's exactly how your email spam filter works. It learns what spam looks like without anyone telling it this exact email is spam.
And if we go one level deeper still, we hit deep learning. Think of this as a super-powered version of machine learning. It uses these really complex structures called neural networks, which are kind of inspired by how our own brains are wired. This is the magic behind so many of the crazy breakthroughs you see, like AIs that can recognize faces in photos or translate languages in real time.
So let's put it all together. It's basically a hierarchy. You've got artificial intelligence, the whole big idea. Inside that, you have machine learning, which is a way to do AI. And then inside that, you have deep learning, which is a specific technique to do machine learning. It's kind of like those Russian nesting dolls, right? Each one fits perfectly inside the next.
Now, there's one more really important piece to this map: generative AI. This is the part of AI that's all about creating brand new stuff. We're talking text, images, music, you name it. It's the creative engine that powers the tools everyone's talking about, like ChatGPT. And honestly, it's what most of us mean when we talk about AI these days. So this is going to be our main focus for the rest of our chat.
Okay, so you have the map of the universe. Awesome. But what about all the tools? There are literally thousands of them out there. It can feel like landing in a massive, chaotic city with no street signs. But don't worry, there's a super simple way to get your bearings. It turns out you can sort pretty much every AI tool out there into one of just 3 buckets: standalone, integrated, or custom. Once you get this framework, the whole landscape suddenly feels a whole lot less intimidating. So let's compare the first two. A standalone tool is basically an app you go to for a specific AI job. Like heading over to the Midjourney website when you want to generate an image. But integrated AI is different. It brings the AI to you, building it right into the software you're already using. Think about that Help Me Write button in Google Docs, or making an image right here in your slides. One's a destination, the other is like a helpful assistant that's always there.
And that third bucket? That's for custom AI. These are the super specialized tools built to do one very specific job and do it really well. A perfect example is a system a hospital might build just to detect a certain disease. The key thing to remember here is that when these are designed right, the person using it needs zero tech skills. It's not about knowing AI, it's about solving a problem. It just works.
Okay, we've got our map of the AI universe. We know how to categorize the tools. Now we've arrived at what is, without a doubt, the single most important skill you can learn. This is the key that unlocks everything. It's learning how to talk to an AI. It's called prompting.
We've all done this, right? We go to an AI and give it a super vague command like, write a blog post about productivity. And what happens? We get back something that's, well, it's generic, it's boring, and it's pretty much useless. Why? Because the AI had to guess. It had no idea what we really wanted, who it was for, or what the point was. We can do way, way better than this.
And here's the secret sauce. It's a dead simple framework: aim, context, and rules. That's it. First, your aim. What exactly do you want the AI to do? Be specific. Second, context. Who is this for? What's the backstory it needs to know? And third, rules. Are there any guardrails? Word count, a certain tone of voice, a specific format?
So let's try that again using our framework. Instead of that lazy first prompt, what if we said this? As a business coach, that's context, write a 500-word blog post for busy entrepreneurs on planning a productive Monday. That's the aim. Use a casual tone, include 3 tips, and end with a quote. Those are the rules. See? Night and day. We gave it a job, an audience, and a clear set of instructions. The result you'll get is just worlds better.
Okay, you ready for a few pro tips to really level up your prompting game? First, surface implied context. This just means don't make the AI a mind reader. If you're asking for dinner ideas for a friend, you have to tell it your friend is a vegetarian. It can't know that on its own. Second, try few-shot prompting. All this means is you give the AI an example or 2 of what you want. It's like saying, hey, write me a joke like this one. And finally, for really big tasks, use chain of thought prompting. Don't ask for the whole 5-course meal at once. Ask for the appetizer, then the main course, then dessert. Breaking it down gets you much better results.
All right, you've got the map, you know the language. Now for the fun part. The final step is to choose your own adventure. There's no single right way to use AI, but most of us tend to fall into one of 3 really cool paths.
Path number 1 is the everyday explorer. Your goal here is simple. Just make life easier. You're using AI to claw back some time, to take a little stress off your plate. Maybe you're using it to summarize a long report, organize your notes for a class, or just write better, clearer emails in half the time. This path is all about those small, practical, everyday victories.
Then we have path number 2, the power user. You're not just looking to make life easier, you want to do more and do it faster. You're not just using one tool here and there, you're stacking them together. You're building a whole new workflow. Think of a content creator who uses AI for brainstorming, then script writing, then creating visuals, and maybe even editing the final video. You're basically building an AI-powered assembly line for your work.
And last but not least, path number 3, the builder. This is for when you're ready to go even deeper. You're not just using the tools anymore, you're starting to build with them. You're automating whole chunks of your work or your business, creating your own custom solutions. And again, you can do this without writing a single line of code. Maybe build a little AI bot that answers common customer questions, or one that automatically finds new sales leads for you. This is where you really start to scale your impact in a huge way.
And that's it. You've got the map, you know how to speak the language, and you can see the different paths ahead of you. So, that feeling of being overwhelmed, of being left behind, hopefully that's been replaced with a real sense of excitement and possibility. Your AI journey, for real, has just begun. So the only question left to ask is, what problem are you going to solve first?